Let's go. Get back here, Zorba. Get back here.
Stop!
Bro had not made it very far.
You... Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Whoa. Wait, this is the guy we saw at the start of the game.
I wondered why you ran away. But it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Isn't this the first human we fought at the start of the game? With the apples hanging off the branches and stuff? Oh. Okay. Well, never mind then. I was like, oh god. I was like, I won't swap to the prince because I've got everything I need set up on my commander. And then the game says, nuh-uh. The power of your newly earned archetype prince surges forth.
Blocks of new power? Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Prince archetype unlocked. Prince is an archetype exclusive to the protagonist. You can now change it out as you wish. It can act as a support for all synthesis skills. It has unique traits. Oh, right. It's just like a... Oh, I see. So the Prince archetype works with anyone's synthesis skill, is what they're saying. So you don't need to... Obviously, for ones that require 3 people, then you'd need someone to have the correct one for the 3rd one. But the Prince is just a skeleton key for all of the rest. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred. Ah, bollocks. I was hoping to transfer the resistance one. Okay.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
It looks so cool. That is definitely the coolest looking one. Heavy physical slash to one enemy. Damage boost against humans. Okay, well that was not as significant damage as I was hoping for. Bum bum ba-dum bum.
I have my methods.
Everyone is counting. I must concentrate.
Extreme magic wind to all enemies and significantly decrease their attack. We could, or we could just do severe magic fire. Severe is better than extreme, right?
Let my power support you.
Heed me! I destroyed it! I pray that did something.
Realizing that I don't have my heal. I think I put a heal on Heisme, so that's something. But because it swapped my thing automatically, I don't have a heal for the fucking... for myself.
I I will fight with pride. Come forth, royal soul.
Yeah, I don't know.
way?
Lend me your strength.
Extreme physical pierce, extreme magic to 1, severe dark to 1, severe almighty to 1, severe almighty to 1, severe almighty to 1. Okay. Got his legs and wings we can still aim at.
Look here.
I kind of want to just hit the body.
Let's do this.
Oh,
Let us
yes.
clean
Love
up
that.
this mess. I'll
Love
use what I
that.
must.
Okay, yeah. Weak HP recovery. It is what it is. I guess we got to do it.
How's this?
I knew you'd help.
Thank you.
I owe you one.
Ooh, that really is weak, huh? That really did not do much.
Quick, knock them off again.
Oh my god, why has he got a fucking hate boner for Basilio?
Let us combine our powers.
We'll combine our strength.
Who should I beat down first?
Oh, that got his wings and legs as well. Nice.
Let's split some heads.
This is new. Wanton destruction. Extreme physical strike. Wait, is it new? Oh no, it's just that we've got more options because we can do it with the prince now. Never mind, it's not new. And his is his normal damage type strike? Yeah, his normal damage type is strike. Okay.
About bloody time.
Let's do this.
Julio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
Oh my god.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Basilio is super dead.
Looking pretty rough. Don't push yourself too hard.
Jesus Christ, man. I can't believe they fucked me and got rid of my fucking
You all hurt bad. Can anyone
heal.
get on healing duty?
I guess we can use an item.
Hold up, I'm all prepared. Maybe there's a better.
I'm not gonna use a synthesis on him right now. Is Heismay next? Yeah, Heismay's next. Yeah, okay. So I'll do this on you.
I'll cut through.
Nice hit.
Oh, we got a crit. That's lucky.
Wait.
That's very lucky. And then we'll use an
a little
item.
while longer.
We want all allies. Where is that? All allies. 200 HP to all allies. Is that going to be enough?
Tis best used.
That helped.
That was helpful.
Thanks.
Okay, I was hoping it would be slightly more than half, but oh well. Right, then you, once again, we will do severe fire damage to all.
It's up to you now.
Yes! I destroyed
Stay
it!
insane in a fight? All right.
Right in their weak spot.
Behold,
Beat him down.
I walk a
Basilio.
royal path.
Okay, I guess I can just do another 200 to all. Or I could just try and kill him.
Do I need to use it? I won't hold back.
Maybe he'll just die.
The blade's edge.
Damn it.
Tough one.
I thought he might just die. Oh, fuck. No, we're dead. We're dead. God damn it.
Quick, knock them off again. Regeneration.
Wait, he regenerated his
Here comes another
fucking...
round of
Oh. Okay, no, it's fine. He's regenerating his body parts, so he doesn't have the turn icons to actually...
Taking them out.
He doesn't have the turn icons to actually hurt us. We're fine.
Healed.
Wow, that was a pathetic heal.
Yes, Basilio,
Lol.
nice
Okay, you're dead now, big boy. He's dead. I mean, sure.
All right,
But, like,
leave it to me.
he's gonna die before his next turn.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Assassin!
Do, 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 do.
How about this?
I shall do my best. I ask for your aid.
Let's do this!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay, let's go. Awesome souls, do your thing. Get
Bye. Got him. $9,000 XP. That's the highest XP we've got so far. God damn.
How's that?
And it wasn't even enough for everyone to get a fucking level. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I feel stronger.
Bum bum.
Power can be so intoxicating.
Yeah, that feels nice.
A new means of protection.
Lovely
The
jubbly.
bastard got away.
He always does.
Say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's
Sure
no
do.
mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will. So
Come
true.
what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let us fight together.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings will become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him. Right?
I hope you'll sing a victory song.
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. And for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the gauntlet runner for today. and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Cure.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Oh, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Me too. Stay beside me forever.
Stay beside me forever.
Well, when you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend. There it is. Shing!
The mystical fairy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Shing!
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
You do that. Mage Archetype Elite. The party can now study the Elemental Master and the Warlock. Victory Foresight. What the fuck? During battle, you may gain extra turn icons? What? That is the most insane fucking thing that we have ever got. In a turn-based game, gaining extra turns is insane. So, like, what? How often? How regularly does that happen? Once a battle? Once every 20 battles? Like, what are we talking? Is it just percentage chance? Like, what the fuck? Can now study the Elemental Master with a very cool hat. And you can now study the Warlock. Looks fucking more like a berserker than anything, but sure.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Gallica, your music is peak. Your music has me pumped.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it.
Knowledge.
What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late King of Euchronia and the Queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
Let's.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's
metaphorical?
However,
roll credits!
Even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Cruidae mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality. Right. And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I closed my eyes. How's time marching on going to look now that the prince is me? Oh, find out later. Now the prince is no longer in his bed and is just me. What's time marching on going to look like? Academia, it seems I've been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used. Even in ancient times, an archetype
it's a me special, baby.
Theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elda was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again, as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Hello?
I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before, and I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts, speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
My consciousness faded away, and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, I love that! I love that new screen. It's us with Gallica resting next to us. That's so nice.
All our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any
Wait,
final words
right
you
now?
wanna say?
Are we going to try and fight him again right now? Because, again, we still have a month left in the game. So, I thought we'd be like, yeah, we're going to build up our strength and then go fight him at the end or something. But it sounds like they're saying we're going to go fight him right now? In which case, doesn't that just mean we're going to lose again? I don't know. Stay strong to the end.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
To protect my country and its people.
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Head to Grand Trad.
This place
Wait, but if we're... Hang on, if we're going to fight Luis again, I really need to fucking
Here's
add
where we are now.
the heal to the prince archetype. Are we going to get that opportunity?
Let's move.
I can't back out of the screen, so... Yeah, let's get back to Grand Trad. We'll stop Luis this time for sure.
You see?
I doubt all in Grand Trad will give us a warm reception. Still, should we choose not to fight, then Luis's victims only pile higher.
Yeah.
Easy to say will help anyone, but doing it's a whole nother thing. All the more reasons we gotta prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom. I'm not gonna have a heal available
After
again.
having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Hello, Batlin.
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Interesting. What's he going to be suggesting? That they fucking throw their support behind us or something?
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
The final banquet? That's a strange choice of words. Why banquet?
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of rig.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about
He's
him, isn't it,
creating them. I didn't think about that. I thought he actually was going out and slaying them, but he's creating a problem and then slaying it.
No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
I've just got to say, shout out to the fucking, like, coin texture that's going over that, like, whatever that's supposed to be in the bowl. It's like it's a bowl of food, like a pie or something that's then been textured over with coins. That's quite funny.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad.
say?
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Oh god, it was only Luis left in his eye then.
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic.
Oh, come on, we're not gonna hear it.
Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Whoa. Whoa.
Elda.
You were not always
that
blind
confirms
to this
it.
Country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet,
holy shit.
What happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh. Holy shit.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Oh shit.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Tran. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Boy! That monster boy's come back!
Hello!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis,
distorted his form through strange and terrible magics. But the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis said! You're not fool us again, beast!
Oi, calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Louis, even the thick one. He took in a
even the
like you,
thick
and you
one.
Spit on him.
God
Scum.
damn.
Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. You want us to support the prince?
Lady Juno, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame!
Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Louis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions, and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run. Now!
Bum 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 bum. Good old Batlin. Really was not expecting Batlin to become a larger player when we first were introduced to him. Thought he'd just be the commentator and that would be it.
Now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Let's head in. Badum-ch.
Neurus is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. It seems like the city has calmed down, at least a tiny bit. They'd have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner, but we still shouldn't chance it. We should make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else has already gone ahead.
Okay. What are people going to say if we talk to them here? Because they hate us right now, right? Most people do. Melancholized red skies. The riots and numerous outbreaks of humans have induced such anxiety in the people that their resulting magla has seeped into the atmosphere, causing the sky to enter a state of magical disarray. The turbulent weather exacerbates people's anxiety, which in turn causes inclement weather with an ominously coloured, overcast sky, hidden by unique magla-laden clouds that are distinct from typical bad weather. Which will cause even more anxiety, and the cycle continues. The truth of archetypes. A fundamental process in magic is invocation, the precise envisioning of a phenomenon that brings it into being. Realizing an archetype is a highly advanced version of this technique, requiring an even greater process of clarity to a greater number of phenomena. But this alone is insufficient. Fully manifesting an archetype requires the user give vivid form to their intentions, a depiction of their ideals, a distilled representation of their own desire, their own will, to change the world. There is no higher form of magic. To invoke such magic distills the physical self into a magical existence, a super being capable of handling these phenomena with ease. However, it is impossible to fully contemplate the extremely complex notion of character through imagination alone. To fully comprehend that character requires discovering it from the real world. The psyche of man is multifaceted, and one must truly acknowledge and accept that even within the self, and accept that even within the self exists an unconscious aspect of the mind. It is thus more accurate to say that the power is a result of heroic virtue and revolutionary spirit that awakens within a person undergoing adversity, rather than to call it a skill gained through disciplined training. Once unfettered Gallica. Gallica was sure that she and Will had received a secret mission together in the Sanctum, but in reality she alone was entrusted with the mission. The memory of the two receiving the mission together was a fabrication planted in them both as a means to give guidance and purpose to the newly formed Will. With the prince successfully revived, Gallica was told the truth, and her mission technically came to an end. Yet despite her relationship with Will being predicated on a false memory, Gallica knows the journey itself was real, and is awakened to a new sense of purpose and a personal mission, to continue the journey alongside him. I really like that his default name is Will, even though like in other languages it's like slightly different. It's like I don't think it's just Will in every language, but for us at least, him being called Will kind of works as a like second meaning that he is the prince's will. It is the will of the prince that was inside him the whole time. So I quite like that. That's like it sort of works that way too, even if I don't know if that was their intent, given that it's not the default name in other languages. But yeah,
closer.
It's absurd. What can I even do? One guard can't hold back a riot. Right, Your Highness, Prince, that's what you are, aren't you? Then you're responsible for this too. It's not me that should be up on those blasted gallows. You should be putting this country back to its right senses. You hear me? Ooh, that guy's dead. Nothing left to say? Poxy swine, this is what you get for selling out your own tribesfolk. Wait, is that the... Was that the executor? Yeah. You tied the noose on countless members of your own tribe. Here's your reward, bastard. That's the fucking executioner. Jesus Christ. Now is the age of power. It is time for the righteous to serve up a reckoning. This dead man is only the beginning. Those accursed nobles hoarding the money that's rightfully ours. Their very existence is a sin. Drag every last one of them out here, I say. Yeah, kill the nobles. Yeesh. Ooh. Yeesh.
Oi!
Go to hell, vile human prince. Man, Luis has really got everyone riled up. But that's fine, right? What's important is we don't break over this.
This is alright. Gone to shite, this has.
Gone to shite. Every bloke on the block's gone crazy. Is this Luis's fault, or is it yours? No, it doesn't matter. People are fighting each other on their own. Total rubbish, the lot of them. Fighting in a city that's poor enough as it is, stealing from each other. What's the point? Man. rough times to be a Grand Trad citizen.
Smash it all to
Let's
bits.
move.
We've cleared everyone out. Let us hurry inside.
Smash it all to bits.
Alright, we will hurry inside in the next part. That is where we will leave it for today. This story continues to be just great, just excellent. I love this game so much. How deep in are we now? We are 90 hours and 47 minutes. Level 53. Oh boy, what will occur next time? Who knows, honestly, at this point. Oh wow, the unique weather I just noticed in the underneath the date. 26 degrees C, but what the fuck is that weather? That is magla weather, I guess. Cool. Anyway, yes. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Metaphor ReFantazio. Thanks for watching. See you then.